So what happens next after the first day of the plebiscite? First, let's review how we got here. The Bangsamoro Organic Law is a product of a 2013 peace agreement between the government and the Moro Islamic Liberation Front. The MILF, a breakaway group from the Moro National Liberation Front, or MNLF, claims 20 to 30,000 members, although the military pegs the number at 11,000. With the ratification of the BOL, the MILF now needs to transform itself from a rebel group to being part of government, or maybe to even being the government itself of the autonomous region. Under the law, government will form something like a regional parliament to be initially called the Bangsamoro Transition Authority, or BTA. It will have 80 members, all picked by the president from the MILF, the Lumad groups, non-Moros, and the youth and women sectors. The president will also appoint an acting chief minister, most probably from the MILF. In 2022, the first regional elections for the Bangsamoro Assembly will be held. Members of the Assembly will then choose their chief minister. So what of the MILF fighters? With the ratification of the BOL, the group now has to immediately decommission 30% of its armed force. The next 35%, the MILF rebels, will have to lay down their arms as soon as the president forms the BTA. That's the Transition Authority. While the remaining 35% have to be commissioned after the first regional elections in 2022. So finally, peace, right? Well, not that simple. Much will still depend on whether agreements are really set in stone. And the 1996 final peace agreement between Fidel Ramos and the MNLF's Nur Miswari comes to mind. Alleged violations of the pact had time and again forced Miswari away from the bargaining table and into the marshes of Western Mindanao. In today's Bangsamoro Autonomous Region, Miswari has glaringly refused to participate, but Miswari may be the least of the government's problems, for at the Supreme Court now is a petition questioning the very essence of it all, the BOL's constitutionality.